Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I am a graphic designer, brand designer, and today we're going to be talking all about freelance graphic design. I recently shared a video about how to become a graphic designer in 2023 where I talked about working corporate, working freelance, just all the ins and outs when it comes to graphic design and what type of designer you can be. And in this video, I want to dive deep into just tips on freelance graphic design. So today I have 5 different tips I'm going to touch on. I'll break them all out into sections down below so you can jump around to which sections are best relevant to you. And without further ado, let's just jump into the first section. Share your work and scream it from the rooftop. This one is definitely hard to do when you're starting out because design is a very objective industry to be in. Everyone has their own opinions, which is great, but the background with being a graphic designer is you're focusing in on certain target audiences and making sure your work resonates with those. So it's a battle to get over, but most of the time it's okay to just keep that in the back of your mind when you are starting to share your work. Basically, as you start to share your work across social media, people will notice that you are open for business, and that's really the only way you can do it. Word of mouth is a huge way to gain clients and find people to work with. So I would really recommend going and telling all of your friends and family as much as you feel comfortable about your graphic design, especially if you have already been working on this and you are pivoting from corporate into freelance. It's just a way you can get yourself out there and they can lead to new opportunities. A few ways that you can share your work is obviously literally just telling your closest friends and family, shooting them a text, or telling them when you meet up with them that this is the career you're pursuing. You can also just share your work across Instagram, which has been great for me. You can share your work on TikTok. You can share your work on Dribbble, Behance, just any platform you feel comfortable with, and really continue to share and emphasize that you are open for business and here's work that you've done in your past and you are looking forward to working with new clients. This section definitely takes along with that first one because you are already starting to find clients by sharing your work and continuing to tell people obviously that you are ready to take on more work and to consider you as their next graphic designer for their next project. More specific ways on how to find clients is to just continue to market yourself on Instagram. I would put up specific aspects about your services, just different offerings that you have and how they can actually work with you. And then also show your process as well. It's really great for people to see how this is done and that you have a expertise in this field. And then also have your website that links back to that. That is one way to show, but that takes a little bit longer to build up a community and to be of a place to search and find you. Instagram obviously has become very saturated, so it's hard to be found on there as much lately. It's kind of a little dicey with that, and so I would recommend using TikTok. This is an area I don't have an expertise in yet, but I've seen a lot of graphic designers work this really well because as TikTok continues to grow and grow, it's became a search engine, which has been great for just any type of industry to be able to show their expertise and how they could be a great service to add to certain clients. Besides that, I use LinkedIn a lot. A lot of people are posting on there for different help that they need, and a lot of times this comes in marketing positions. It comes just in random digital assets. It just comes from anyone that doesn't even know that they need a graphic designer necessarily, but could benefit from one. So continue to look on postings. I've done that where I have found opportunities through there where they were looking for a contract person and I so happened to fit within their scheme of what they were looking for. So LinkedIn is huge, and there are a variety of freelance websites. I'll list a few. I haven't personally used these, but it could be a great starting point for you as well. Business Toolkit. Have a great toolkit to work with. I love HoneyBook for all my contracts, my invoices, managing my projects, the communication. It's wonderful. I cannot recommend it enough. I have a discount code, I believe, that I'll link down below if you're interested. I also love the Google Business Suite. This allows me to have a great setup of storage on Google Drive and also have a personalized email. I love Squarespace for hosting my website. It's great for my capabilities, so I would recommend that to other designers, and it's also affordable. And just continuing to shop what else you could use use. I've used Asana, Slack, and Notion as well. So those are other great tools. It's just however benefits you the best, but I would recommend personally HoneyBook, Google, and also this other tool that's called Loom that allows you to record your screen and then speak through your presentations as they're talking as well. So those are really great tools to benefit from. Tax and finance planning. So this one obviously isn't as fun of an area to focus on, but it's something that has to be done. I would recommend finding a great CPA or just someone that is used to working with freelancers and creatives and creative businesses. So get familiar with them. I have a great one that I utilized last year and I'll be using it again this year. And then just organizing your stuff monthly. So set up a just spreadsheet that you can track all your finances. My accountant gave me one to use, so I love that. I'm sure you can find one to purchase as well, or a free one online. Use that tool and continue to track your expenses monthly. Create a folder where you can save your receipts in it each month too, so you have that to backlog and reference if you ever needed to. And then also just make sure you're watching what your income and your outcome is from your expenses and from your sales. I also would recommend setting up a bank account that is separate for just your business. This is really easy to do. Just go into a bank and talk to them. They're so nice, so happy to help. I personally have done a lot of marketing and banking, so I know how beneficial it is to work with community banks and just how easy it is to connect with them. So I would recommend going that route as well and getting it set up with your own banking credit card for your business. Lastly, make connections with fellow designers. This is great to do on Instagram by developing your own community and following designers and interacting with them there. It helps to do this because it allows you not feel so alone. Freelance is a really lonely area when you're working for yourself, when you're self-employed. So having as many connections as you can is really great. LinkedIn, obviously, you can make connections that way. And then also throughout other platforms. So like Facebook has some really great groups. So some designers will create their own groups when they have gathered a pretty good community on Instagram, and then you can connect with them that way. And it's a good way to find jobs potentially that way too, and just get feedback on your work. So stay connected and also join any local groups that you can too. I live in Minneapolis and there's some awesome design leaders here that have started to develop design groups and offer mentoring. I have done Minneapolis Mad Women, which was a mentor and mentee opportunity, which is really great, and they host a lot of events that allows me to stay connected. I also like to be connected in AdFed and just any other local groups I can come across where there's other creatives. It doesn't necessarily have to be graphic designers, but make those connections wherever you can. That's a wrap on this quick video about freelance tips. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can comment down below, send me a message. I'm always so happy to help, and I can't wait for you to pursue your freelance career. It's a really fun industry to be in. It definitely has its challenges, but I believe that anyone can do this if you really are dedicated and this is what you want to do. It provides a lot of flexibility. There are so many benefits. I could go on and on, but thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.